All right, welcome everyone. We're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Bloomin' to You, episode 12. It's getting spicy.
It's a bit too hot to handle right
Yeah.
now.
Uh-huh.
And
Oh,
not
boy.
in a spice kind of way. In a, like, spice, like, oh boy.
Right, like...
Nanami's whole world's been flipped upside down. Poor fucking Sayaka is just trying her best to just
deal
hold
with
it
this.
together and deal with this
Yep.
and being in the middle of everything here.
Oh, yeah, and she
Toito's
might
feelings
end up
and-
getting in the middle of things even more, and oh, shit, and the play's gonna be happening, and we know... You know, we've talked
Right.
about how we think that play's gonna go. And I'm
But
thinking...
now that Nanami's been...
we've got 2 episodes left in this wonderful show. I'm thinking this one's gonna be even more of the disaster.
Bro, you gotta keep,
and then,
putting your hand here.
Yeah,
in
and
this
then
show.
and then
Like,
this one
that's hilarious.
is gonna be the play, and it's going to be delightful, and yeah,
Oh my god.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm gonna be so upset that this is one of those season 2 never kind of shows.
It probably is, yeah.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
Everything's fine.
Because she is not here.
ちゃんと寝ました？大丈夫ですか？合宿最後1日。
Okay.
Alright.
Well, no nighttime disasters, so that's good.
Yeah, they just kind of skipped through that.
Uh-huh.
Because I think we'd resolved that in a previous deal with the... You know, I'm glad they're all here.
僕たちこれからはいい家族になれないかな。
もっと静かに語りかけるように後ろの客に聞こえないだろう。
They're doing it.
あんまり似てないな。
誰もが憧れる理想の女の子だった。
そんな完璧な人間なんているかしら。学校では必死でそう振る舞っていただけじゃない。
家での姉さんは
Everyone was like, oh,
Yeah.
why? Whoa.
That didn't feel like acting.
演じる必要なんてないだろう。
両親とあなたは円満な家族でいられた。出していたとも考えられない。私の前では前から素顔がいらない。本当の自分を見せるなんて言って甘えれば。
God, I love the vehicle of this is a meta writing thing to have the
Yeah.
characters explore their own issues.
もっといるかもしれない。みんなに違う仮面を
Holy shit.
したの私のことはもう誰にもわからない。私にも永遠に。
Just do that on stage.
Holy shit.
Spellbound.
Yeah, holy crap! I know! Sayaka's like, this is pain.
Uh-huh.
一人を選んで生きていくしかないじゃない。そろそろ
Yeah.
しませんか？
Yeah.
そうだな。
なんだらコンビニ行くけど何か欲しいものはある？七海先輩はどうしたんですか？あれ。堂島くん、佐伯先輩。瞳子にとって悪いことではないと思うし、後輩に心配かけたくないんじゃないの？
But I'm worrying regardless.
から昔の私もあなたに言ったんですね。
午前と比べると気持ちがつかめてないな。後半の台本の解釈をしっかりした。
Maybe we really do need to change the ending.
結末まだ考えてる？このままでいいと思う。
Uh,
大丈夫。
okay.
Maybe she's starting to, like,
主人公は
realize she was a bit too on the money and now
Maybe.
doesn't like the idea of, you know,
選んだ
messing with
相手
it.
の前で見せていた顔が
Or having a more complicated ending other than just the happy, you know.
でもこうしてみると
Well, that's good. Having somebody out there that you can project your voice to.
そんなに時間はないよ。
And it's going to be even harder with a bunch of people in the room.
全然聞こえないぞ。
Yeah.
じゃあ全員で一度声出してみるぞ。
Good. Imaginary menagerie manager managing menagerie managing menageries.
そのスマホにメッセージや写真が残っているんじゃないですか？パスワードがかかっていて何か手がかりがないとどうしようもなさそうですね。メモでもないか他の持ち物も調べているんですがまだ目が覚めて間もないんです。焦らないで。思い出の出来事なんて聞いてみるのもいいんじゃないですか？
Nice, and so then that's the... Yeah.
死んでも言われたくない。 丸だけしてあるけど何も書いてない。なんだろう。10月10日。あ、開いた。代わりになろうと思ったの。それでいいのかな。同じようにそばにいたいだけなの。あなたはあなたのままそこにいて、それじゃダメかしら。今の私は何者でもなくて、自分で選ばなきゃいけないのに、どうやって選んだらいいのかわからなかった。昔の私もあなたに言ったんですね。あなたといた時の自分を信じられる気がする。信じたい。あなたといた時の私が前みたいに一緒にいてくれますか。もちろん。ありがとう。何か心当たりありますか。私の誕生日だけど。そっか。内緒です。そんな。
It's going so well.
うん。
文化祭が楽しみね。
All right. Montage through it.
各自声出しはしておくようにな。
Voice project.
うん。
3日間お忙しい中ありがとうございました。ありがとうございました。
Wunderbar.
Okay.
お先っす。
早っ。ナナミ先輩、一緒に帰りましょう。
Very emphatic.
うん。
Let's do it.
旅行とか行かないんですか。お盆にお父さんの実家には行くかもくらい。うちもそんな感じかな。
Back here again.
Back here, yep.
待ちましょう。
It's time to talk. Yeah. That same feeling. That rush.
It is beautiful.
Just like that.
Gone.
Gone.
じゃあゆう、また。
Come on, ask her.
うちに寄っていきませんか。
Come on, yeah.
私の部屋。やめとくよ。ゆうだって疲れてるだろうし。今日は何を怖がっているんですか。
Yeah.
私が先輩のこと嫌いにならないか。先輩のそばにいるし、他の人を好きにならないし、先輩のことをちゃんと守ってるんだから、先輩も信じてください。このまま帰ってまた何日も会えなくなる。部屋に行ったら甘えちゃうと思うんだけど、大丈夫？いいですよ。
Oh.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. What's this one gonna be called?
Oh shit.
Oh, it's the same name. Her awkward sit, just like I am here. Do it.
Yep.
Do it. Yeah. Oh.
暑かったですね。ごめんなさい。アイス食べます？ここ座って。こうですか？
So that's a yes to the popsicle, a no to the popsicle.
アイス溶けちゃいますよ。ああ。ちゃんと自分で食べなさい。何？
Just a bite immediately.
本当にこんな風に甘えられると思ってなくて。なに？そういう。
Maybe.
私はしてた。
Ooh. Ooh.
Slide the curtain closed.
Need to breathe. The framing of the door is like begging to be opened, and I'm like, ah!
Now our sister is sitting at the foot of the stairs, making sure that they don't get disturbed.
Nobody, nobody.
Yeah.
お姉ちゃんの同級生で。
Cool.
She's talking about it. Good.
So glad.
学校でどんな人だったか聞いたの。
Keep going, yeah?
私の知ってるお姉ちゃんとは違ってて、また別のお姉ちゃんがいたりするのかな。多かれ少なかれ、そういうものじゃないですか。極端ではなくても。
Sure.
でもそれじゃあ、私が誰を目指したらいいのかわからない。
There's no should.
誰か
So
に
who do you
会わな
want?
きゃ
Yeah.
ダメですか。私のままの私に何の意味があるの。先輩は私のこと好きにならないで。
Oh God. And the fact that she says it now.
Yeah.
先輩だって
Okay.
じゃあね
So much meaning to that line.
God, the slack just slapped.
私のバカなもののこと嫌いって言わないでよ
Wow.
Wow.
先輩のバカ
Holy shit.
Yeah.
どうしたの
The ending. Yeah.
今いい
Yeah.
結末の話なんだけどやっぱり変えない
Mm-hmm.
3人の中から誰かを選ぶのとは別の結末にできないかな
Nice.
不安
Nice.
かもしれない
Okay.
そんな
No.
望んで
No,
Oh
ない
yeah, she
definitely
might be
not.
quite upset.
望んでいないでもそれでも変えようよ終わったばかりでしょ
I've got plans to
Yeah.
enact.
Okay! Go, Quento, go!
七海先輩に自分のこと嫌いじゃなくなってほしいあの人を七海先輩を
Alright.
All right. Yep. Let's go change it.
今のが良くないってことじゃないのそれはもう分かったよ
Ah!
Yeah. I sensed it too.
私も
Yeah.
思っていたから他の終わり方もあるんじゃないかユウはどうしてそうしたいと思う
Tell her. Tell her. Come on.
3つの自分の中にどれか1つ正解がある
All of them. Accept them all.
その自分になるべきなんだって見舞い客から話を聞いて恋人といることを選ぶ今の主人公の意思じゃないんじゃない昔の自分を基準に決めただけで
Uh-huh.
今の
Sure.
彼女の選択じゃない
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
降りるまでの間
We're being introduced to a new character. Yeah.
Right. No, that's a great point.
があった頃の彼女じゃなくて
I like that it's being explained in, like, narrative
過去を
form,
基
you
準
know?
にして結末を導くんじゃ
Like, she doesn't need to talk about it being Nanami. It's just,
Yep.
意味がなかったみたいだ
Right. You don't want a
Right,
feeling of zero
exactly.
progress. Yeah.
劇の中で起きたことや得たもので
Right. Yes. That's the very nature of writing. Yes, the story. Right.
otherwise, why are you telling the story?
Right.
あの主人公は過去の中から何かを選んでいるのに過ぎない分かった気が
Oh, shit.
Well done.
That's a terrifying look right there, yeah.
ありがたいけど悔し
Yeah. I just can't. I'm frustrated. I didn't see it. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
顔まで取り繕っている暇はな
Ah. All right.
書き直そう
All right.
本当は頼んでおいてなんだけど
No, it'll flow now.
みんなが賛成してくれるとは限らないけど面白くできる可能性があるなら書くよ
It's a fun adjustment for the audio for
Right.
the script being front for face.
今日になってそんなこと
Today.
なんとなく
Ah, you liar! Come on, coward! Tell
Press
her.
X to doubt. Press X to doubt.
Down, 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 down.
わがままでも
Oh yeah, thinking you want to change your partner is not necessarily the best place to start.
But yeah, if you have a partner that hates themselves, though,
Yeah, that's
that's a pretty reasonable thing
that's
to want
a
to change.
you got your work cut out for you. Yeah.
Yeah.
でもあの人を変えたい
All right.
Cool.
Awesome. Good
Thanks
stuff.
for the finale setup.
Yes.
All right. Fuck yeah.
Awesome.
We got ourselves a full
Like it.
direction and
Yes.
a limited scope stakes setup for the finale because it's not necessarily about the play being performed necessarily in the final episode, although it could be. It could
I
be.
think it will be.
It's about the ending being changed and the characters reacting to the realization of what this means by the ending being changed.
Yep.
Because, yeah, you need to have the progression of the play story actually mean something.
Right.
That's like basic writing stuff here. If you're telling a story, what's the reason the story is being told if the whole point of it is that it just reverts back to the beginning point there with no actual progress?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's why I don't like generally Amnesia's storylines, is that usually they have no real progress put in the story, or
Right,
they have
it's-
negative progress.
Yeah, negative progress, and then it's the, oh, hey, we just got back to baseline. You're excited, right? No, we're not.
No.
Yeah.
I wanted that to mean something. I wanted that to have some flow
Right.
and some actual results.
Yep.
But
I
they get this. They get this. I love it.
oh man, I felt on a spiritual level like the evil, like determined look on
The frustration
on,
of like,
on
I
her
should have
face of
gotten
like,
it.
I should have gotten it, but also okay.
Thank you. Now I've got, yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right, let's do
It's
this.
that whole anime thing where you got the penny of
Yeah.
electricity.
Or the scar when he's about to do, an FMV that, yeah. Like, that was awesome. That was fantastic.
I
absolutely
resonate that
love it.
on a spiritual level.
Like,
oh.
and I absolutely love the way in which Koito came to that conclusion. Like,
Yes.
the whole bit with Nanami, as they're
On the
about to
bed.
have
Oh
sex,
my God.
saying, "You can't fall in love with me," because she could tell that Koito was starting to. And when they're about to have sex, she's like, "Hey, this is when I'm gonna tell you." Like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And then it's the explanation for it. Well, naturally, if it's hard to love someone who loves what you hate, right? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's hard to love someone who hates what you love, right?
Yeah.
Like,
the whole thing just worked.
Like, it's
Baka!
yeah. That
the
is
fucking part where she's at the outside of the train station and she kind of even like censors the word because
Right.
she doesn't want to have.
Yep. Yeah. It's so fantastic. Like that was such a satisfying baka because Nanami is so far up her own ass. Like it's and in such a believable way, right? Because this is trauma response and processing and and all of that stuff and she's so not self-righteous but so assured of herself
Arrogant.
arrogant that she doesn't actually ever like think twice, right? She doesn't ever take other perspectives or anything like that, right? Because she's right and she's right, so she's right and that means she's right, know. And that's damn. Like, Koito, you champ. Like, this is a lot of shit to deal with. So, oh boy.
Good luck, because the thing is that if you do this, you could end your relationship with her.
Yep.
This is literally that level of stakes right now.
Oh yeah, and the thing is, I think Koito's okay with that.
I think she is too.
Like, it would absolutely.
She would rather have her be able to love herself than be with Nanami.
And not only does she want Nanami to love herself more than be in a relationship with her, but I think this is also the example of the no, sorry, I know that that's what you told me to do and I agreed to it back then, but no, I do love you.
Yes.
My answer in the bedroom was acknowledging that I understand that's what you want.
Yeah, not agreeing to do
Not
it,
saying that that's what I'll do.
Yeah.
Right? And so this is going to be her power play love declaration, and if Nanami decides to leave, that's okay.
That's okay.
That's her decision, her call, her loss, and there you go.
There you go.
Like,
this is a powerful decision. The cool thing, though, is that because she's actually working around addressing things directly with Nanami, she doesn't get immediately called out for this necessarily. This is something where it's just, we're going to change the way the play was ending. Because, in a lot of ways, that had already been brought up. That's something that is completely independent of Koito.
And the fact that Nanami will want to, like, rebel against that.
I mean, yeah, maybe.
Maybe. But, like, there's the issues that she might take up with Koito in private.
Sure.
Because, I can tell you how to hand in this. But when it comes to actually... If she does. But when it comes to actually doing the play, because she is so obsessed with keeping up the veneer, she can't even really give a reason as far as why she actually doesn't want the play to be changed that way, right? Because then that would require being honest, you know? So I really like this situation. I love the
I'm
way
excited to see how Sayaka's going to react.
Oh, Sayaka's, yeah.
Sayaka's going to be like...
Yep. And I would not be surprised at all if Nanami is completely unable to deliver the acting of the final bit of the play.
Yeah.
And so then it turns into something where even on stage, I would not be surprised one bit if Sayaka is the one who kicks it off because she's a badass. She goes off script, right? And it's just like, we
got to have the off script moment. I'm just holding off a little bit of like hope that there's a possibility that the play won't be done next episode. We don't have enough time, I think.
I mean, I
Because
think
if they do that, then the play is literally the entire episode.
so. I
Because
think
the play, they're gonna have to either montage through all of it, have basically like very little actual like on-screen dialogue. It'll just be play dialogue with inner thoughts playing over it.
Right.
And
So
that doesn't feel like as engaging for me as a full episode. I feel like you need to kind of do a lot of preamble directly up to the final moments of the play, and that's going to take like half an episode.
Oh yeah, and I think that's how it's going to go. I was
Okay.
just going to say I think it's going to be half an episode of the stuff before the play, which also fits with the kind of like 2-chapter structure that the episodes have taken thus far.
Yeah.
And then the second half of the episode will be
Is
the
the
play.
play.
And the reason that that'll work, even though normally I think you're right, it would take a full episode, is because we have been communicated, we have had it communicated to us very clearly and in a lot of detail exactly what takes place in the play, right?
Not as much as I would like. No.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I want way more play detail stuff. I feel
Okay.
like there's a lot of actual internal thoughts and stuff and body language of people like looking at each other while they're saying the lines and kind of having that little bit of extra meaning and stuff that can be
Okay.
explored there. But if they just want to montage through it, that's fine.
Like
I'll
I
be
think
salty.
it's the montage through like some of the bits and then get to the point where it's the all
It's
right,
just the ending. Really.
and then we go off script and
Yeah, but that's the
wonderful
thing.
and all
You
that
won't
stuff.
know you're going off script unless the characters literally say it, because we haven't been shown enough of the play to actually know that that's the case outside of the ending. So that's literally the point where they can do it, and then it's going to be like a little bit of time in it. But we won't know
Sure.
actually whether they're going off script for word by word. We'll have to listen to the characters be like, they're going off script, which I think is ultimately just that would be a shame for me.
I think
if we have to spend that much of the episode like kind of going around to all the characters thinking about
Right.
that moment.
No, yeah, that could be a waste of
It
time in the
just slows
episode.
a lot
But
of-
I think with Sayaka, that's why I think Sayaka is the perfect one to do it.
Sure.
Because
Sure.
that's also where the ending was originally going to be a Sayaka ending, in the play. And so then she ends up
Getting it because
yeah, like she gets it, but she also is the one to kind of go on the offensive, right?
Okay.
That pokes Nanami on stage and pushes her.
Yeah,
right.
and that's a very scary place for Nanami to be in because it's so public, but also
Sayaka too.
It's a very gutsy thing for
Yeah.
Sayaka to do because that's counterintuitive to the way that she's been characterized of handling Nanami thus far. Is
Right.
that she's like, I don't want Nanami to change. I want her to stay the same. I just want her to be predictable.
And I
but
think-
given that she's like, oh, if Koito is trying to make her change,
I think that's also going to be what makes her realize, you know what, Koito, you're perfect for Nanami, right? Like she's in good hands,
possibly. But again, yeah.
This is going to be interesting.
There's a couple execution things that will change based on the way that Nanami initially responds to the idea of the ending being told that it's going to be this.
And I
Because
think
we
she's-
don't know exactly what it's going to be as far as the ending goes. I think it makes sense that it's the either you take all three, or it's the you take none of them and you just take as you are and you restart. You basically start from scratch. You have a true rebirth here.
Given that Nanami, or that Koito said that, it's not the, I don't think she's going to like this. In fact, I know she's not going to like this. I think Nanami is going to have a very strong negative response immediately. And then that'll create a bunch of tension, and then we'll get resolution of that tension on stage.
Yeah, that's why I think that if she responds super strong, I maybe I just really don't want the play next episode because I know I want to see it, but I'm like,
Right.
I don't think that if you have drama in the preamble that like intensely, you then have again the time to then show the play properly. So
But that would be so cruel if it's like, all right, we have all the drama, and then
No,
the curtain
that's-
goes up on the play, and it's like, now read the manga.
no, really, that's in a lot of ways. I think
It'd be
pacing wise,
effective.
and pacing wise, it doesn't. I don't think pacing wise they can pull off the entire play here. I just I don't think they can. I want
We will
I
have
want
to
to
see.
play, but I am worried because I think that the play has now that much more meaning, and I don't want to rush
sure.
just super speed go straight to the ending kind of thing there. I want to see the build in Nanami's like voice and expressions and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like we had here as she's getting to the realization that she's like, this is me, this is literally me. Oh my god, wait. Can I do this? Can
Maybe-
I is this possible?
Maybe we could save time if now that we know that the play is going to be changed, we just have the next episode cold open with Nanami reading the new script and being like, what's this?
Sure.
And then it's
I mean
like,
that
that way
still
we're
doesn't
really
cut,
hitting
that
it.
doesn't actually cut through a lot.
Well, right, but like
Again.
just to try and hit the ground running as much as possible with the conflict that it brings about.
Yeah,
you know?
I feel like you'd have to do it. I mean, this
Yeah,
we're not the
we're-
discussion of this episode.
right,
here,
right,
But
exactly.
I feel like you'd almost have to do it Attack on Titan style, where you drop in, you're calling right into the play, and
Oh,
then it's
shit.
and then it's you can see it in Nanami's expressions, like when she's like looking at Koito and
Yeah,
looking
yeah.
over there, and then it's
Uh-huh.
and then you cut back at points in the play as it's progressing
Right.
concurrently,
No,
and
that-
going like, why
could
are
be
we
fun.
doing this? What
Yeah.
is this?
Yeah.
And then it just quickly context, you have to just take it
Just
as leave it. Yeah, then you can maybe go pretty quickly, but I need either the whole episode to be the play or like very little of it to be the play. But I don't know. The show has blown my mind constantly with how it progresses the plot through focusing on the characters' internal stuff.
Yes.
Despite this being pretty much entirely a dialogue, minimal exposition kind of story.
The drama really truly focuses on the characters
the
and not
choices
some
and the
external,
reactions. Yeah.
situations that.
Right, we've kept things tight to 3 main characters and a cast of about 5 or so side characters,
And it works
But
real well.
It works really well. So if we can keep the focus on the main 3 and not slow down the pacing too much, then maybe we can get a good chunk of the play in. But if they rush things, I don't know. I feel I get the vibe that the way this was set up, this feels like they knew this is all the adaptation we're gonna get. We're gonna end things in the next episode. It's going to have a bit of a finality to it, and I'm like, oh man, I feel like there's so much juicy things we can get into if they take their time with it. But okay. This episode. Wait, have you watched something or something?
No, I'm
like...
just excited and like.
Oh, okay.
Because the way I see it, the juicy stuff that they can get into and still leave it off at for the hey, go read the manga is if we get the play and it all goes well, even if it's a painful experience to get there, at the end of it we have a new Nanami, theoretically.
I mean,
right?
That's very hopeful.
Yeah, but if that happens, that is such a question mark, of like what does that mean and all of it, that I could see that still being something where it's the dirty trick, very brutally effective way to be like,
that would hurt.
Go read the manga,
that would
right?
hurt.
Because you don't actually know what this is from here on out.
Sure.
Like,
yeah, I feel like this is swiftly becoming, or has become, and I'm just now more gripping with it and realizing it, that this is one of those stories where I don't really want to wait for season 2.
Yeah.
No matter where they decide to end it, I feel like I will gladly go and read the entire manga, because I don't know if it's actually done. I don't know the actual state of this manga. And in some ways, I'm kind of glad that I don't know whether it's over or continuing, because that kind of tells me some meta things about the type of drama that's going on in the story post season 1.
Yeah.
But oh man, it was great seeing at least, because maybe you're right. Maybe the reason why they showed a lot of the play here in this episode was to basically say that we're not going to be showing all of it in the next one. But yeah. I love.
Oh boy.
I love Koito as a character being explored here in the battle to show a lie to Nanami that she hasn't fallen in love with her, even though she is. Moments like the train, moments where she's reminded that she absolutely has fallen in love with her. Even though she doesn't know exactly what it's supposed to feel like.
Right.
What she's experiencing, she's now able to attribute enough to the I have fallen for her, and now I am lying, in order to basically show that I, I'm still, being safe around her, or being safe for her,
or for myself.
Well, I mean, really, just for.
Yeah.
And so this whole fight for the characters to be like, no, it's okay to be selfish. It's okay to actually ask for things, demand things.
There's so much disaster happening here on screen, and yet it all feels so completely necessary because these characters have shit that they got to deal with.
Yeah.
So.
And I love that creative decision with the medium of anime to then have the actual subtitle of love being muted out, because she has to keep that suppressed. That's such a fun little fourth wall breaking thing there. But I mean, it's not fourth wall breaking. It's just a thing for us, the audience. But it's a fun thing do as well because I can't tell by listening to the Japanese whether the actual audio was muted as well. Like there was something in that, but
yeah, because I want to say it might have been something where like the syncing up of the idiot word was kind of like where the word love would have been, you know, because of like where her internal like, you know, thoughts were going. But yeah,
it's sometimes hard to gauge exactly which word is being said at which part because the things are also inverted at times, and then other stuff as well. But that was one of the most heartfelt, like, precious bakas I've ever heard.
Yep.
From a
and
from
so,
a girl
so
in
earned.
anime that was that felt so earned, and it felt so punchy, and yet also like it wasn't. I don't know. Maybe this was the point, but I think this is something that is a contrast with Nanami as a character, to Koito as a character, is that I feel like Koito put all of her oomph into that baka. But I feel like the thing with Koito is that she's not willing to put herself entirely into things. She always like kind of just lightly touches things or kind of feeling like stumbles into things. That was kind of her big thing from middle school and stuff, is that she doesn't really put her passion into things. So the idea that in her big moment where she screams out baka at, you know, Nanami there, it even then felt like she wasn't putting everything into it because she's so like, you know, her heart's broken literally from like
because
this whole experience.
She couldn't do it when Nanami would actually hear. The most she could manage was after she had left.
Oh, right. But usually the reason why people do that is because then they put everything into it. But I'm saying that the way that she said it, and this is just probably a talent to the voice actress, made it seem like she was still suppressing herself 20%. Like she was only putting 80%. Like she still wasn't going all out entirely.
It was still a Koito version of going all out. It wasn't stereotypical anime girl screaming baka.
Yeah, you know, like
exactly.
It was very much a baka, you know, like and that like that like lump in her like throat and
that
heart
in a lot of ways
it just
makes it mean so much more because you can feel the struggle in it.
Right, it's the man that's never cried, like barely holding back the tears that makes you just go, oh fuck.
Yeah.
And then for this, it's the anime girl that has never believed like that she's experienced love, starting to really doubt whether or not she's, you know, incapable or won't ever experience it. And she's like, these things that I'm experiencing and feeling and stuff, I feel like this is love. I am falling for her.
And what do I do?
What do I do with that? And now I'm trying to feel like I can't express that, but I have to. It's going to like explode out of my chest. That's such a cool way to utilize this story that kind of does fulfill like specific tropes of romance stories, to then have the main character be one where their first love isn't just a doozy. Isn't just a crush. It isn't just a falling for somebody. It's literally like a rending open of all that they are, and so you can feel every bit of pain in their words and their thoughts and their body language. It's just
Koito, you are a goddamn champ.
I mean,
like that.
Yeah, I love her as a protagonist.
She is wonderful.
I really think though that like the next episode here has, that's why I want to lower my expectations a little bit. I feel like there's just a bit too much writing on it.
Because there's so much.
There's so much still. So yeah, that's why I'm like, lower my expectations a little bit. Keep things ready here. We are definitely in a season 2 never kind of anime situation. I don't know the studio for this one here. Maybe it's going to be literally announced right when we finish recording the final episode. Classic style, Semblance of Sanity. Yeah. We've had so many times where people are like, oh, you guys finished reacting to this. And
oh my God.
Now the next season just got announced. It's so weird, you know?
No, see, all right. Take just us, SOS, and then logo, bloom into you. Promise you won't fall in love with me.
I hate it. I love that I hate it, and I hate that I love it. Yeah. But how can I hate what you love? You know, it just it just is what it is. But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all next time.